We're doing carnivore, and this is our kickoff video.
So we are going to do the 90-day carnivore challenge. It's something we've been reading up on, watching YouTube videos, reading books, asking questions since what, October?
Yeah.
And it is now January
19th, today.
And we are ready to kick off. Going to start it tomorrow.
So January 20th, 2025 is our very first day of carnivore.
So some of you may not know who we are and what we do. So we're going to kind of give a brief intro on that.
We're Ernest Roots Farm, and we're located in Asheville, Alabama. And what we do is we raise quality meats for our family and for the public. And so what we raise was 100% grass-fed beef and lamb. We do pastured poultry where they're raised on pasture. They're not in the chicken houses. They get the fresh grass and the bugs and the sunlight. They get the good life. We also do laying hens, and we also offer rabbit, and we have raw milk and honey.
And pastured pork.
And pastured pork.
So a lot of different farm stuff.
A lot of different things. So we actually farm and we do that aspect of it. And so a lot of the things that we are producing ourselves and providing for us and other families and people statewide is what this carnivore diet consists of. And so that's really why we were like, this would really be easy for us to jump into.
I'm one who likes data. So I went and got some tests ran to see what my levels are now. And I'm going to do these same tests after 90 days and compare. And those tests are the hemoglobin, A1C, it tests your blood sugar, the fasting insulin level, tests your insulin after fasting, lipid panel tests your cholesterol level, and then the HSCRP tests for the inflammation in your body.
I didn't get the initial testing done, but I would like to be on carnivore for X amount of months, say 3 months, and then go get tested, and then maybe 3 to 6 months later get tested again just to see how those levels change from being on it for a short period of time versus a few more months. I've read that you can see a significant change even doing that.
So why are we doing carnivore? Seeing that there's a lot of potential health benefits from it, and some of the things that I want to see improved are inflammation in the body. I got a lot of inflammation in my lower back, my neck, my shoulders, and my joints in my hands. I work behind a desk for the last 13 years, 8+ hours a day, work from home. I got a lot of inflammation. So I'm thinking from what I've learned on YouTube and reading is the inflammation might be caused from seed oils. So reducing the seed oils may help with the inflammation in my body. Mm-hmm. Another thing that I want to see improve is my digestive system. I'm gonna go a little bit more in detail here as to why. So as mentioned earlier, we raise and produce a lot of our own food, healthy, nutrient-dense food. We go by the 80-20 rule. We're not purists by no means. 80% of the food that we consume is here at home. We control it, we raise it, produce it, we buy it from a trusted source, we label shop. That's the majority of the food we eat is here. 20% of the time, not here. We like to travel. We don't feel like cooking, we go to town. We're millennials, raised up on the fast food generation, burgers and shakes. I like a burger and shake every now and then. Well, 20% of the time, when I eat not healthy, like we here at home, I pay for it the next day. My digestive system gets wrecked. So I want to be able to try to narrow down what foods affect me at the end of this, like introduce something, see how I react, and just keep doing it until I figure out what some of those foods are that messes up my digestive system. I kind of have an idea of a few currently. Anything you want to say, you want to see improve?
Oh yeah, like why I'm doing it?
Yeah.
So for me personally, the majority of my diet already is a protein-based diet. What I have gotten into the habit of here recently, like with the holidays and stuff, is like consistent snacking and like a sugar, like I've got to have sugar. And so I'm most looking forward to the sugar cleanse and then there's the withdrawal of not having to do that. I think we both like have gotten used to like after a meal, it's like what I need something sweet.
Yeah, sweet tooth.
Yeah,
sweet tooth.
And so just to be able to eliminate the need for that, I know it's going to be hard in the beginning, just that crash that's going to come with it. But that's what I'm most looking forward to because I can feel the way that sugar affects me, and it's almost like a downer And I hate that feeling. I hate that sluggish feeling, and I hate having to feel like I need it. So I'm most looking forward to that. So that's my biggest thing.
And what about our reduced grocery bill?
Right. Well, the majority of, like we said earlier, of what you can have on carnivore, we produce ourselves. So the meats, the eggs, the milk, even the honey, when we eventually reintroduce that. I don't think we're going to introduce that in the beginning. But if we decide to introduce that later on, like, we have all of that. Those just good foods. And so we're hoping it does reduce our grocery bill. Now, we do have 2 kids, as a lot of our followers already know. And so they're young, and it's not something that we're going to be completely strict with them, because we want to make sure that they're getting all of the nutritional benefits that they need. And I don't want to raise picky eaters, and so I'm scared if we put them to a specific diet later on, if this isn't a diet they choose to be on for the rest of their life or whatever, I don't want them to be picky and not, love all the things. Because like Josh said, we like to travel. We're big foodies. So
Yes.
we want them to be able to have a palate. So it's not something that the boys are going to be strict on. And when we shop, we're shopping for high quality stuff anyways, because that's just kind of our nature and what we believe in, as far as how we raise our animals, with the soy-free feed and the 100% grass-fed and on pasture, getting the most benefit that they can get. And so when we're shopping and bringing things into our home, it's high quality stuff. So even the boys are going to continue to get that.
A small thing that I want to see improved is dry skin. I got a lot of dry skin. I have to use beard oil right in here and up there in my eyes. I've seen videos and comments, people saying they have had that improved, as well as brain fog. And I want, hopefully some of that will improve. But who knows? We don't really know what we're getting into. There's a lot of this he said, she said kind of stuff we've seen on YouTube.
Yeah, you hear the opinions on the left side. That's like, stay away from this. And on the right side, you just read like all the amazing health benefits from it. Things that have cleared up and went away from people who have done this for extended periods of time. And so that's why we definitely, when we jumped into it, it's like at least one of us are going to get these baseline, what is it called?
Data resort.
The panels, this blood panel, this baseline blood panel drawn, so that we knew kind of where at least one of us started, and then we could watch it over time.
How I'm going to do this 90-day challenge starting out is going to be strict. Meat, butter, bacon, eggs, cheese. And then about a week and a half, 2 weeks in, I'm going to introduce dairy. So we have found a milk cow. And then introduce raw honey. You're supposed to stay away from sugars on this carnivore, but honey comes from an insect. And then start introducing herbs to make our food taste good, and herbs have a medicinal benefit. And then after the 90-day, I want to try to introduce fruits, nuts, that kind of thing.
So with me, I'm going to try to wean myself off of coffee. So I just recently, this past year, started drinking coffee. And when I do my coffee, I use milk and I use a protein powder and I mix it up. And that was just for that extra protein boost in the mornings. I don't really like the taste of coffee, so adding the protein powder and the milk really helps. So I'm going to try to maybe wean myself off of that. I haven't really made that decision yet, how I'm going to go about the coffee part of it. So that's one thing for me. I might not go full-fledged on the milk and just cut that out. I may just keep the milk in the mix of things. So we'll be documenting this journey along the way. We know that Carnivore is got a big following right now. It's kind of hyped up, and we believe for good reason. And so when we started really talking about this about 4 months ago, we decided that when we did start and we started full-fledged, after we got our ducks kind of more in a row on it and mentally got to where we needed to be to start this, that we would, and birthdays, that we would document this. And so our plan right now, our game plan is to do a weekly wrap-up video, kind of like a longer in-depth video like we're doing now, but throughout the week do like clips and reels, stories of kind of like what we're doing for the day, and then kind of sit down and talk about our week at the end of the week and like what changed, what have we noticed, have we slept better, Has it been rough because of, you know, like withdrawals from the sugars and stuff like that?
Keto
And,
food,
yeah, just kind of talk through everything and keep y'all updated as we go. And I think that would be a pretty important part of this journey, and kind of sharing with others that are interested in taking this step.
So here we go.